do this. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. In today's video, I want to talk about some of the things that I used to make videos. The last video that I did, it was I made sort of like a short film on a trip I went to. Where was it that we went? We went to Diani. So I decided that I was not going to carry my camera. I decided I was going to do everything, photos and videos, on my phone, and I thought, you know, it would be nice to kind of share how I made it, because I'm sure some of you guys would want to create better stuff on your phones, and you know, just make it nicer looking and a bit more professional. So yeah, that's what this video is going to be about today. And everything I'm going to talk about is in this box. There is nothing really fancy about this box. This box is just somebody in the house went to China. I don't know who went to China, or they went to a Chinese shop in town, and they got this really nice looking box, and I just picked it up to just put all my stuff. So when it comes to mobile photography, I usually just feel that I should have all my small things in one place, so that whenever I need them, I can just come into the box. They're always there, so I can just pick them up and, you know, assemble everything together, and you know, just rush out and do whatever it is that I want on my phone. Yeah, so let's begin. You know, as you're creating content and stuff on your phone, the first thing that and especially for video, I think you need some form of stabilization. Now, I think you can do that in two ways. You can either do things handheld, or you can have some sort of tripod or some sort of assistance to sort of be able to shoot from different angles as you're walking around, if you're going to vlog, or a way to shoot your videos as you're moving. Now, I personally have a tripod which I place my phone on and shoot down at, and shoot at the subjects either up, down, right or left. If you look through the previous video, there are places where you know, the shots are static and there's activity happening around, or I'm showing something in the scene. All I did was just take my phone and place it on a tripod, the tripod that I am shooting this video on. So just like that, place it, shoot. Nothing complicated, it's that simple. The other thing, I think, for vlogging and moving around, what I have is small, nice, I call it a bendy tripod or jobby tripods, although this is not an actual jobby tripod. This is just a tripod, a cheap Chinese tripod that I found on some site on the internet. I ordered it and it came in the mail. So it's not the actual jobby tripods. The jobby tripods, I think, are not as flimsy as this. They can hold even a DSLR, if you know what I mean. So, but this is just a cheap tripod I got off online. It holds the phone nicely. Of course, it comes with a holder for the phone and a GoPro. Though all those things are lost now. I don't know where they went, but yeah. The only problem I have with this particular tripod is this. Yeah, it is so flimsy. There are times when I have feared for my dear life. I left this on like a pole, yeah, so that it could film some stuff, and then it just went down and one of the legs just popped off and fell with my phone. My phone is okay, but you know, you can't trust it. So I rarely put it, you know, horizontally on any type of vertical structures, because the legs will just pop off. The weight of my phone just makes the legs pop out, and yeah, that's actually the only issue I have with this. in conjunction with that, I usually use, you know, phone holders. This one I bought recently. It's called 7 Oak. It's very nice. This particular one is the one I have been using a lot recently because it has one very special feature. If this camera can focus, it has a cold shoe right here. So what I usually do is I take my microphone. I have a Rode microphone that I place up here, and whenever I'm vlogging, you know, it's nice. It picks up the sound nicely as compared to another one I have here. This is from Joby. I don't think it's the actual Joby one. I don't know. This one does not have any form of microphone placement, cold shoe or anything. So this I just use whenever I'm just filming. I know I'm just following something, I'm just filming something in the scene. I will use this to hold my phone. But if I am going to be talking, I would rather use this. Okay. Then this one has it has so many placements for, you know, quarter-inch. It has quarter-inch screws, so you can place this way on a tripod. You can place it this way. You can place it the other way. It's very versatile. I really like it. And then it has that it has a level, so I can know when my my things are going to be skewed. So that's a good thing. The other thing that the other piece of equipment that I used for that video, though it's not necessary for every time that you're filming, is I got myself a waterproof casing. It's pretty cool. This casing I have had for a very long time, and that film that I made, it was the first time that I actually used it to film anything underwater. And it actually surprised me because, you know, I thought that, you know, after years of not using it and it getting scratches and everything, you could see the shots were very, very clear. It was very nice underwater. Although I could not use it with this, I had to shoot everything handheld, so probably I would have to, if I want to do that, I would have to invest in another holder, which I really do not think I want to do. Yeah, it's also very tight. It holds the phone perfectly, though you have to find one for your phone. So if you have a Samsung, find a Samsung one. If you have, you know, just go online, they have selections. Oh, and I bought this on the same site that I bought this. So I'll put a link for those of you that want to get some of this stuff. They're very, very cheap. I don't remember how much they cost me, but they're very nice. So yes, basically I think those are the main things that I would use to make a video on a phone: a tripod, a holder, okay, and maybe a microphone. I can't show you the microphone because it's what I'm using to record this video now, but I will snip in some shots of the microphone right there. So yeah, I think those are basically the things that you need, basically for making a film, and also for doing your vlogs if you want to vlog. But I think that in as much as these are the main things, you also need some supportive kind of equipment. Okay, by supportive I mean, or complementary. They just complement what you're doing. Some of those things I think are something like a power bank. Phones do not have the best battery life in the world, and more so I use an iPhone, so iPhones are really bad with battery life. So I definitely need power banks. If you can get a powerful power bank, this is 13,000 milliamperes. I know there are power banks that are much bigger than this. They will give you more power for longer periods of time. Another thing I think you will need is a power bank or some other external form of storage. Why? This I realized when I was on the trip, that a lot of the footage I was taking was very high resolution footage. So you will be shooting in either 1080p or 4K or 720, whatever it is that you want to shoot, how you want to shoot it. The higher the resolution, the more space it's going to take on your phone. So you will need some other external storage to take out the videos you've already taken into maybe a laptop and then into a hard drive, or if you have a hard drive, that can actually take an SD card or whatever, you know, there's so many new pieces of technology that just let you transfer videos and photos and whatever it is you're doing very quickly into hard drives. So a hard drive is very, very important. I think you need to carry it as often as possible on your trips or whatever it is that you're doing. Another thing that I think is important, and this you may laugh at, but I think rubber bands are very important. And I say this because in as much as every time that you're traveling, you will have all sorts of cables with you. You will have, you know, transfer cables, you will have your charger, you will have your earphones, you will have so many cables. If you're going to be doing stuff on your phone and your camera, you will have the charging cables for those cameras. So I usually like to carry rubber bands. I always have a rubber band on my hand sometime, and this is to just hold cables in place, as you can see. Yeah, nice. So they actually do become a very handy tool whenever you are traveling. They actually help you just keep things in order. So you can see all these three are very nicely held together by some form of rubber band, and you know, they are there, they are seated, they're okay, they're perfect. Okay, something else, I personally usually carry some pens and a notebook, just write down ideas or places that I have been told about and want to go, and basically for planning my shorts and things like that, YouTube videos, I usually, you know, just have a book. So other than all this stuff, this is mostly the stuff I have been using. Some I have not yet started using, some I have been using for the longest time to make videos which have never seen the light of day because I've been practicing and just, you know, I'm just not very satisfied with. I've not been satisfied for a long time with what I've been doing as far as video is concerned. I just started really enjoying it very recently. And since I started enjoying it, I decided that maybe it is high time that I got a product that I think is, you know, that can really up my video game, if you can say that. Not video game, but you get it. So I went out and bought what is called a gimbal. So you guys know what these stuff are. These Zion things you always see foreign YouTubers, you know, always using. Yeah, so I went out and bought this little piece of equipment. But you shouldn't be doing this. This kind of ruins the motors in here. Yeah, so I got this, and I've not used it that much. It is actually a huge pain to use because it requires a lot of getting used to. It does not work as well as just having you know, just having my phone on top of this. If I want to turn, I could just turn. With this, you have to sort of like bend your body. It's like Matrix or something. Yeah, so it's I'm very interested. I have used this a few I have done a few short clips on this, and the video looks very nice, very smooth, very consistent. I like it, but it is still very difficult getting used to this. So anyway, maybe sometime in the future might do a review. I am not that big on reviews because, well, I just don't have that kind of money to constantly buy stuff to review. So I'll be reviewing what I can review, won't review a lot of stuff, and don't be on the lookout for unboxings because I think they're completely useless. Let's watch you unbox stuff. But then again, I may be wrong. But anyway guys, that's it for this video. I am planning on doing as many videos as I can also in the time that I have, and you know, right now I'm really juggling work and this, so this has had to suffer a bit, especially for the last few weeks. So you know, I will try my best to put up and upload more videos on mobile photography, mobile video, and a ton of other stuff that I'm doing. So Until the next time, I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.